About 30 years ago, I had lost my company, all of my money, the majority of my immediate family, and maybe most significantly, my self-confidence and self-esteem. It was the lowest I've ever been in my entire life, personally or professionally. And by some miracle of miracles, the sun came out and I got the greatest mentor of all time. His name was Bill Gove. He was 85 years old. He was known as the father of professional speaking. And Bill introduced me to two other mentors named Bob Proctor and Larry Wilson, three brilliant men. This is a picture of us back in 1997 at Larry Wilson's estate. Larry's on the left there. And these three men sat me down and Bill said, we're going to teach you skills that are going to make you rich. You're going to have power and you're going to have influence with a lot of people all over the world. And we're going to do it on one condition. And I said, what's the condition? And he said, you must go back. And I said, I don't understand what you mean. He said, when you're at the top of the mountain, and make no mistake, you will be. You have to go back. Remember where you came from today and help someone else up the mountain just as we're helping you up now. And I said, yeah, sure, it's a deal. Well, within 5 years, everything they said worked. Everything they said came true. We were making millions of dollars, traveling all over the world, going on television 2, 3, 4 times, sometimes 5 times a week, talking to the Wall Street Journal, talking to People Magazine, Time Magazine, Fortune Magazine. It was just going great. We were living in 5 houses in 2 states, just doing really well, having a lot of fun. And I guess along the way, I was so wrapped up in my own ego, I suppose, and success and all that, and trying to get more and more and more that I kind of forgot about going back. And then a few years ago, I got COVID for 5 straight weeks. I lost 21 pounds. It was pretty bad. Luckily, I survived. Then I got it again a year later. Then I got it again a few months ago. And while I was lucky enough to survive, and I know a lot of people didn't, it woke me up because for the first time in my life, I felt vulnerable. I mean, physically vulnerable, where you can't even, I was crawling out of bed to go to the bathroom. And I did that for weeks and weeks. I was doing that 4 months ago in Panama when I passed out in the country of Panama and I was in the hospital. And you just feel so vulnerable. I started thinking, you know what? Maybe I don't have as much time as I think. I mean, I hope I do, but none of us really knows. And I thought, now's the time to really go back. And I ask you to do the same because I know people that follow this channel, a lot of you are wealthy people. You're powerful people. You're influential people. Those are typically the people that follow my stuff and read the books and that kind of thing. And you have influence. You have the power to go back. You don't have to give a bunch of money or anything like that. Do whatever you want to do. It could be the smallest thing, but remember, the majority of the world, and I'm telling myself this too, right? Because I'm waking up. I'm waking up, bottom line. And I'm just passing it on to you. But the majority of the world is suffering. And people don't have confidence. They don't have self-esteem. It's a polarized world right now. The world's full of hate. It's crazy. You already know what's going on out there. Whether it's just smiling at somebody, calling them up and checking on them, making them feel good, paying them a compliment. People are starving for this all over the world. Please go back. I know you're flying high. I get it. Congratulations. You deserve it. Please go back because the world needs you. Thanks.